Hi, my name is Allie, and this is my, I guess, video blog or journal about my road to recovery with the depersonalization, derealization disorder. I've had this disorder, or I've experienced depersonalization for, I guess, since I was 14 years old. I'm now nearly 28 years old. So, bit of an update. I'm currently in self-isolation at the moment. I'm working to kind of get a sense of normalcy. It's been a little bit difficult, or actually a lot difficult. I've been disassociating from having to really process all of this, and a lot has gone on. I was supposed to get married in June, and all of that has had to be put on hold. I think I kind of just tried to push it out of my mind, and other people were trying to get me to think about it and say, this needs to get done right now. But the more they said that, the more I was thinking, just need to not think about anything. I just want to focus on nothing, I guess. So I spent the first maybe month or so of this self-isolation just isolating myself and not calling people, and I knew that wasn't healthy. I'm honestly still doing it right now. So I guess my issues that I'm working with are just being honest with myself and trying to figure out a way to be okay. I felt the need to make a video today because I came to a realization that I tend to only provide updates during my good times or during some sort of breakthrough, and not when I'm in the middle of dealing with or when I'm in the thick of dealing with the issues that I experience as a result of this disorder. So one thing that just crossed my mind today that I wanted to speak aloud is, in past videos I've told people that I do drive. I know a lot of people with this disorder have told me that they don't drive, and I've reached out to them, or they've reached out to me, and I've responded and said that I am regularly driving. But I also want to let people know that I'm still scared when I drive. I don't want people to beat themselves up and say that, beat themselves up about not being able to do something like driving or leaving the house without a buddy or leaving the house at all, because I do have many of those days. My fiance actually does 90% of the driving because he knows that if it's not a necessity, then I don't necessarily feel comfortable driving or safe. I just get really anxious. But when I need to, I still do it, which is something I'm grateful for, or sometimes proud of myself, but also I still beat myself up a little bit that I can't drive as much as I'd like to. So I guess I've just been working from home and turning my brain off a lot. I wouldn't necessarily, I'm lonely, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want company. My fiance works nights and he works often, so I spend a lot of time just turning my brain off, and then when he gets home, I turn it back on, and it's like a robot kind of, where as soon as he walks out of the door, then I just go on autopilot, or I turn something off and sit around, watch trash television. I bought a row machine in hopes of having something to do and staying active. I've been taking my dog on tons of walks, but mostly before he gets home, I'll do the laundry or do the dishes and that's really about it. I make sure that I maintain my hygiene. I take showers every day, change my clothes every day because I want to make sure that I don't get into a slump. But other than that, I know that I'm not taking as much accountability as I ought to be taking. And I also, I don't know if that's okay or not, if it's okay to shut down a little bit. Um, it's just exhaustion. I just don't have the energy to keep talking about this this pandemic, or honestly, it's hard for me to be there for other people right now. I've I've taken so many Zoom calls for work, and I just hate the chit chat. I just want to get things done, and the chit chat just completely makes me shut down. Just yesterday, right before a Zoom call, I was having I don't know, I've been in a little bit of a not great place, and I've had obtrusive thoughts, and I've tried to tell get them out of my head, and so I was having a little cry in the shower maybe 20 minutes before a Zoom call, and then during the Zoom call, people wanted to chit chat and make a 30-minute meeting into an hour and a half meeting because they wanted to chit chat. And I eventually just hung up at the end because we said bye 3 times and people are still extending the conversation. Because I just didn't have the energy, I didn't want to be a part of it. And that is so unlike my personality. Normally, I'm okay, I love being there for people, but I don't have much to give at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I need to go back to therapy. I saw a therapist maybe 3 months ago, but it was too expensive. It was $200 an hour, and I was actually relieved because she was the first therapist who I've seen or doctor in general, who actually was familiar with depersonalization, derealization. And I don't know, maybe I'll go back to see her. But I just have to be able to feel comfortable with paying $200 an hour because it's a lot of money to get help. And I've said it before where I said if I could find a pill that costs thousands of dollars and I can get this taken care of, I would. And so maybe I need to put my money where my mouth is, and hopefully this person can help me sort through things a bit. But I don't really have any advice at the moment. I just wanted to give an update and say I hope everyone else is doing well. And I actually recently wrote an article, maybe a blog post about mental illness and my journey with mental illness. It's very short. It's maybe 500 words, but it's going to be published in May, and I'm really excited about that and nervous. I'm not sure whether or not I want to share the link to the article on my page, on my Facebook page, because I don't know if I'm ready to let friends and family know about this disorder. But hopefully, I'm on some Facebook groups for depersonalization, derealization, so maybe they'd be willing to, I don't know, give me a little bit of support. We'll see how it goes. Just need to muster up the courage and feel a little bit more confident in myself about that. Anywho, I'll hopefully be in touch soon. Take care, and thanks for watching.